Welcome to the River North RiNo Arts District in Denver, just outside of downtown Denver. We've got a beautiful December bluebird day here. It's in the 50s, bright sunshine. I'm in an alley, which is why it's a little dark here. This building behind me is Black Shirt Brewing, which is a great craft brewery, great pizza place in the RiNo neighborhood of Denver. One of the most vibrant mural communities in all of the United States. And it's murals like this behind me, Johnny Cash and Ray Charles, obviously, that have made RiNo District not only a magnet for tourists like myself, but also for young people looking for a place to live, an affordable place to live. If you tilt the camera that way, and then if you go back the other way, this is what you would call an emerging area, an area that not very long ago was totally industrial, a lot of brownfields, abandoned warehouses, no place anyone would want to be for a pizza and a beer, let alone to live. But as often happens in these gentrification, beautification situations, when industry leaves and all the warehouses are left empty, the artists come in, and the housing and the studio space gets incredibly cheap, and then high-rises come up and an entire community is built. And that's what happened with the RiNo District in the past 10 years or so, and it's still emerging. There's still all sorts of construction around here. There's a huge development, North Wynop, going in about a half a mile or so down the street here. That's going to be mixed-use, residential, commercial, entertainment. They're putting in a 4,000-seat entertainment venue, and it's all because of these murals and the cheap rent that brought the artists in. There's another mural just behind us here, and as you go through the RiNo District, all the buildings, so many of the buildings have murals, and it creates such a great sense of community, such a great sense of civic pride. Where there is artwork, where there is care put into the buildings, people treat that stuff well. They want to be around it. It creates gathering places. It creates an incredible momentum for places which were previously forgotten in so many cities. When you think about the great mural areas in America, obviously Windward Walls in Miami comes first to mind and is most prominent, but more and more places like RiNo, like Denver, have embraced this incredibly cheap, candidly, effective means of, I don't want to say gentrification, because there have been a lot of, that's become a loaded term with pushing people out who have lived in a community for a long time when the rents go up, and bringing outsiders in. But let's call it beautification. Let's call it renewal. St. Petersburg, Florida, an incredibly vibrant mural community has sprung up there. All over the country. It's really fascinating to see how so many municipalities and neighborhoods are using murals to bring not only tourists and visitors into areas, but residents as well. And one of the great examples anywhere is right here in the RiNo, Denver area. If you're ever in Denver, come on down here, get a pizza, get a beer at Black Shirt Brewing, and take a look at some of the great mural art all throughout this area.